Your Kansas adventures start with Kansas tourism. I'm your host, Colby. Join me every week as I take you on the road and to the stars. Welcome to another week of On the Road and to the Stars. I'm Colby with Kansas Tourism, and this week I'm exploring McPherson. I kicked off my visit at the McPherson Museum and Arts Foundation, and honestly, this place surprised me in the best way. It starts with exhibits rooted in local history, but this museum goes way beyond the basics. There are a few unexpected installations, plus a rotating art gallery that adds a modern creative layer to the experience. One of the most fascinating exhibits is the Welcome to the Rio Quivira, which dives into the region's early exploration and cultural history in a way that's genuinely engaging and easy to follow. There's a model train exhibit, which might be one of the coolest things here. The train layout actually features McPherson as the model town, and the amount of detail is impressive. The natural history exhibits are another highlight, with displays that feel hands-on, immersive, and perfect for all ages. What really blew me away was the sports section. I had no idea McPherson High School has such a legendary basketball legacy for both boys and girls. The photos and stories really show how deep basketball runs here in this community. And seeing the original gym floor mascot preserved on display, that was such a cool, unexpected detail. The museum even has a classic car exhibit with some beautifully restored vehicles. From there, I headed downtown where McPherson's charm really shines. The downtown area is full of locally owned shops, inviting storefronts, and a walkable layout. There are a few murals scattered throughout. Pair those with the historic buildings and cute shops, and it's just a really fun place to explore. Even from the outside, you can tell the McPherson Opera House is something special. It's on my bucket list to catch a show here. For lunch, I stopped at local favorite Noffy Sandwich Shop and Pub, and wow, this place nails it. The decor and vibes are immaculate. It's cozy, creative, and full of character. I ordered a seasonal sandwich, and it was genuinely to die for. After lunch, I made a stop at the McPherson County Courthouse because I'm a total sucker for great architecture. The building is absolutely beautiful and adds another layer of history and elegance to the downtown area. I wrapped up my day at Three Rings Brewery, just on the edge of town, but still super easy to get to. The atmosphere was relaxed, the bartender was incredibly friendly, and I ended my trip with a stout that really hit the spot. Plan your McPherson getaway by visiting travelchaos.com. I'll see you next week on the road.